Facebook.
Yay. We're
So
on
let's
Facebook.
double check this. Yep, it did pop up. Yep, cool.
Great. Hi, everybody. We had some technical issues. Can you also see me on the live, John?
Yes, I was able to see you.
Awesome. So yeah, we had some technical issues. I think it was with Facebook. It seems to be a popular time that people are going on live. So thanks for joining us, everybody. We kind of wanted to just jump on and say hi. First off, I hope everybody is healthy out there and staying sane. Last week was the first week that I've heard some people from knowing of other people that have been diagnosed. So we really hope you're staying safe. And we are conducting business. We are still selling houses, and we've had a lot of questions about the market. The market has been changing daily. Also the information that's coming to us. So we thought we would jump on, just kind of share with you what we know. I like to look at numbers, and the numbers are very reassuring. So John, do you want to jump on and kind of share our slideshow here?
Yeah, absolutely. So, hey guys, sorry for the delay. We are up and running. Let me pull up our slideshow real quick and screen share it for you. Give me one moment. Share screen. There we go. Move our chat window, present. Awesome. So hopefully you guys are tuning in. I know there's tons of questions. We've been getting tons of questions right now about what's happening in our market, especially in regards to COVID-19. What's happening with the real estate market? I know everyone that's always the first question that I get is what's happening with the market. So we're going to kind of roll through our slides. If you guys have any questions, shoot them out on Facebook here. Send us a text even. We've got our phones by us, so we can be happy to answer them. Just to kind of recap right now, most of you guys know, March 21st, Governor Pritzker declared a shelter in place for Illinois. So basically that means only essential businesses can remain open. So grocery stores, restaurants, automotive repair shop, home improvement shops. If you got a little project you got to do, now's a good time to do it. Real estate professionals, yay, that's us, continue to operate, because buying and selling your home is obviously, you can't choose if you got a new job right before this and you need to relocate. Because everyone's shelter in place doesn't mean that you have to not sell your home. So people are working from home. Students, as you guys know, as of this week, are home until August. E-learning, so we'll be there for emotional support for everyone that's e-learning. And then, since residents are strongly encouraged to stay at home unless absolutely necessary, we're here to help you find ways to sell your current home or find a new one if you're finding out that your space is just too small right now. So basically what that means is, what does that make real estate look like day to day right now? Obviously everything's changing hour by hour. So I've been out on showings. We've done virtual, remote, open houses. So right now some listings have a 3D mapping that you send a link. You can kind of go through, kind of like Google Maps, where you click the dots and go down the street. They've got that set for listings. We've been doing a lot of Instagram and Facebook Live open houses, to where we're walking through our current listing, showing you guys what's out there if you can't come through on a Sunday. And then we've been doing a lot of remote showings. So the past couple of days I've been out with clients, and I have been FaceTiming them, walking them through the houses to make sure it's a property that we potentially want to move forward with. There's a lot of different variations right now that we have of entering houses. Some listings require that you have gloves and masks, shoe coverings, which that's nothing new. Everyone loves those booties. Wiping down areas that we've touched with Clorox wipes, everything like that. So, that's definitely nothing that's outside of the normal. And then a new thing that we're seeing a lot of right now with clients with closings is curbside closings. So literally their attorney is going through the loan documents the day before, getting a lot of things signed. They're showing up to the title company, staying in their car. Closer comes out, literally has them sign the pertinent documents to fund the transaction, and that's it. They drive off with a new house. So that's definitely a new one.
Yep.
So I'm
And
sure you're
John,
all, yeah.
John, can I pop in really quick and just tell you that, so this is all new, like the being able to schedule virtual showings off of our website, that's new. Doing the live virtual open houses is something new. We're also now able to promote that on MLS and schedule it as an open. So how has that been? We've been doing it now for 2.5, 3 weeks. I know, John, you're talking about going through with buyers, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about it on the listing side. We actually did get a virtual showing request 2 weeks ago, and they are under contract. We spent about an hour, 15 minutes kind of walking through virtually on the phone with them, and then they came back another day and actually did a physical walkthrough. So we're accommodating a lot of different things. It seems like, I would say probably 50-50 right now are requesting virtual. Wouldn't you say that's about right, John?
Yeah, yeah, I think, parts of it's virtual. So, at some point, whether it's the buyer's agent or listing agent, we'll go through that house and walk them through the property, and let them, see if there's enough interest, after seeing it on video, that they need to take the next step and, come out and take a look at it in person.
Yeah, and the live open houses that we've been doing. I mean, when we, open houses can be hit or miss, as everybody knows. Sometimes they're weather dependent. Sometimes there's graduations going on. So you never know what exactly you're going to get. However, we do promote our open houses quite a bit. And in the spring market, it's not uncommon for us to get about like 12 to 20 parties through. And that's physically walking through. But on these live FaceTime open houses, we're getting, I think we had about 700 views on the last one. So, a lot more people are online, and it's a great way to kind of showcase your home. As everybody knows, the local market is, everybody knows somebody that wants to move to the area. So we're finding them helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's definitely been an interesting side to it. I know a lot of people have kind of wondered, what's this doing to our market right now? What is, what's happening with everything? So right now, this is just kind of a graph. You're going to see what the, current sales price, average sales price of homes. So this is from January of 2019 through the end of March. You can kind of see our market. It's a market. Buyers, demands, prices go up, down. So you can kind of see this is over, just over a calendar year. So you can see the difference between these two years. You're looking at the data points right here from March 2019 to 2020. So definitely a little bit of a difference, but not too big of a difference. So just to kind of recap the areas, so we do have LaGrange, Western Springs, and LaGrange Park, and we created a subsect of Harding Woods just because it's a specialized area within LaGrange Park. So that's what that blue line is. So you can see that the value it has pretty much stayed the same. Some has increased, some have gone up, some have gone down a little, but you're not seeing crazy swings right now. So the average sales prices are staying pretty steady right now. Another thing that we're always looking at is month supply. So 6 months supply is generally kind of the threshold. If you are below that number, you're generally looking at a seller's market, and anything with a month supply bigger than 6 months is generally a buyer's market. So you can definitely kind of see right now, in terms of LaGrange, we're kind of approaching that or buyer's market, but this is not new. You can kind of see that graph. LaGrange hovers a little bit between 5 and 6 on a normal, so it is pretty neutral right now. And it is spring market, so we're seeing a lot of homes pop on right now that normally would pop on. So the month supply is definitely going to increase right now. The only difference we have right now is that we don't necessarily have the buyer pool that we do on a normal spring market. Everything's kind of paused The buyers that are out, it's very similar to a fall market or a winter market, to where the buyers that are out there, they're out there and they're looking, and they're serious.
And the buyers that are out there do seem to be very serious. And we're hearing from, multiple buyers that they are still interested in moving, but they're just kind of wait things out to see make sure their jobs are okay and stuff, but their need or their want to move is still there.
Absolutely. So you can kind of see, again, that was the overview. This is the 2 data points, March 19th to March 20. So not a huge swing in where we're looking at. Some have gone up, some have gone down, but you can kind of see as a whole, it's a pretty, flat trajectory right now. We're not seeing any crazy swings, and we're waiting for some of the April data to come back in, but we're not going to see anything that's super, super crazy. And also we're looking at just homes for sale. That's always a good indicator to see what's happening. Are people putting their homes on the market? So right now you can kind of see that, again, the 2 data points it's pretty neutral. It's pretty much the same. You're looking at, in the entire town of LaGrange, there's 4 different, there's 4 more houses listed compared to last year. So, in terms of the data, we're seeing something that's, pretty consistent. We're not seeing any huge fluctuations right now. And, that's basically what we're seeing from a data point. So I'll kind of pop off to Anne. Anne's got some hyper-local stats for us for just April 1st through April 20th today.
Yeah, so I'm going to jump on here and share my screen because I have the slides up here. No. Sorry. Let me just maximize this. Okay. So yeah, I want to talk about the hyper-local market. So we kind of, John was we were looking at stats. Overall, because we work the Chicago West suburbs, so we were kind of looking closely at LaGrange Park, and Western Springs. So from April 1st to April 20th, there have been 6 new listings that have come on in LaGrange. The average list price is $553. We've had 6 in LaGrange Park and 9 in Western Springs. So keep in mind that these suburbs are micro suburbs. I mean, LaGrange is a 2.5 mile square, as well as, Western Springs is about the same size, just a different shape. So small micro suburbs, but this is encouraging that people are moving forward to list. So here we have, let's take a look at what's went under contract and pending since April 1st. So here we have 15 properties have went under contract in LaGrange in April. All those that went under contract, the average, it's just an average, but it was like 580, close to 585 there. LaGrange Park had 18 go under contract, and Western Springs under 25, and that's like the last 3 weeks. So what does that say? It says that, despite COVID, there are people that they have to move. And like we said earlier, we're just trying to adapt and put new measures into place and new systems to be able to kind of share the information with you. So that's encouraging though, because we're still figuring it out. We've got a lot of properties that have went under contract. Heading over here now closed, everything kind of at first shut down with as soon as COVID-19 came out. I think it was like around St. Patrick's Day weekend. And here we see that, we've had 9 properties close in LaGrange. The average was 96% of last list price. We've been seeing that fluctuate between 96 and 97 for the last couple of years. So that's pretty standard. LaGrange Park, we've had 7 closed, 97% of last list price, and Western Springs, we've had 12 closed since April 1st. So,
hey, Anne,
yep.
If you press up right next to share present, it'll go big screen for you.
Ah, lovely. Thank you. Let me get over there.
Just right up.
Hold on. Oh God, I love tech. Okay. What do you want me to do?
So right up on the top of this, you're in scroll down, go a little bit over. It says present next to share.
Hold on. I'm actually in my full screen, so I've got to get out. Got it. Somehow we got an extra slide in there. I don't know.
Oh, we'll just skip through it.
Okay, so is that better, John?
It'll work. We'll go forward.
Is it showing?
No, your screen still shows that you're in like yeah, go right next. Nope, not the share, the one right next to it that says present.
Yeah, I did that. Present.
No, just click the present. Don't click the down drop arrow.
Yep.
There we go. We're good.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, guys. So we're back. So what have we seen since April 1st within the local market, the hyper local market, the Grange Park, Western Springs? What have we seen happen since April 1st? So here we're showing that we have 6 new listings, the Grange Park, and 9 in Western Springs. Contracts that have come in since April 1st through today: 15 units in the Grange, 18 in the Grange Park, and 25 in Western Springs. Closed. So since April 1st through today, we have, you can see things are closing, and that's pretty typical right now. So let me jump back here. In the private network, let's talk about the private listing network. So some people actually have decided that they don't want people in their homes, and they're unsure about the situation and if they should continue to put their house on the market or leave it out there for exposure. Some sellers that I've talked to do feel like this is that nobody's going to be out there looking. So when we look over at, let me just go to this slide here. So this is kind of a residential snapshot of all of the Midwest real estate data. So like all of the Midwest. So right now we're looking at the hyper local markets. We've got, there's 69 listings in the private network between the Grange Park, and Western Springs. So 26 of them are indicating that they are going to come onto the market live by the end of April. So what does that mean? That means that 69 properties in our small little 3 suburbs are on the private market. So, if you're thinking about selling, it's a good time to be out there, because we do expect a surge in both inventory and buyers. But, when you're selling your house and there's more inventory, you are competing with other listings. The higher the inventory, of course, it can affect the prices a bit. So this is interesting to me here that we have 69 units, and my screen is jumping all over. Let's go back here. So private listings, guys, if you are a buyer in the market, you don't really have access to these listings. So we can help you with that. It's a separate database for real estate brokers that we have access to it, and we can share that information with you, but it's not, those listings don't feed out to the 16,000 other real estate websites that are out there. So those listings get limited exposure because they're really not online. So if you guys are looking for a house and want to know what's in the private, right now it looks like we have more on the private than we do on the active market. So
yeah, I can definitely ring true to that. Working with some of the clients that I am right now, we've tapped and we've looked at everything, and we were kind of hoping for that spring rush to find that one property, and we haven't been able to, but we've been really diving into the private network and going on showings that way, and really kind of finding the right house as we're going forward through the private network. And everyone has their Redfin app, everyone has Zillow, and but those listings do not feed out to them, but we'd be happy to help you with that.
Yeah, and this is something that we do for our clients on a daily anyway. We're checking the private market every day, because we want to know, we know what's coming on and we're watching it. And that way we can let our buyers know about it as soon as we get the word. So, and besides the buy side, we also have a few listings that are coming up. They're getting ready for the market. So we have a couple sellers that are moving forward. So yeah, we have a great listing. 301 South Park coming up. It's on a 75 wide lot, and the sellers are getting that ready for market. I saw some exterior painting they were doing, and it's absolutely, I love it. So that should be done in the next couple weeks. And we have another one coming on in Harding Woods, actually, 341 North Catherine. It's a newer construction home built in '06 and just a sweet spot of the Harding Woods neighborhood. So if you have any questions about local real estate and like what's coming on and what stuff is selling for, please feel free to reach out to us. We're always happy to help. As you can see, we're working. I'm at the office here and John's at home, but we've been doing a lot of these Zoom meetings, and we can even do live walkthroughs where we can kind of take a virtual tour of your home. Or you can see.
Yeah, we are always available, whatever your comfort level is. If you want to sit at home in your pajamas while we go out and show you a home, we're totally comfortable with that. And it definitely, we can figure out and gauge interest, whether this is the right home for you, or you can see on a FaceTime call that maybe we need to keep searching.
Mm-hmm. So good stuff. As always, feel free to reach out to us with questions, and I hope everyone's staying safe. I've heard a lot of people in the last couple of days that seem like they're kind of getting antsy to go back to work. So hopefully everything will work out and we can get back to life and work normal soon. All right, John, anything else to add?
I think that was it. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to look at your hyperlocal market. And if you guys have any questions, let us know. We'd be happy to help.
Happy to help, and stay tuned on Wednesday. We're gonna give you a sneak peek of a new listing. We're doing a photograph shoot of a new listing in Harding Woods. So stay tuned, join us Wednesday around 4 o'clock, and we'll jump on and give you a little tour. Thanks guys, take care.
Bye.
We'll see everybody soon.